What's going on, guys? Niko here, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the similarities between SIGALA, a music producer, and Steph Curry, a basketball player. Now, you may be scratching your head and saying, what does this have to do with songwriting, and what does this have to do with your videos? Well, I'll explain to you right now that they both understand the law of three. Steph Curry is one of the best three-point shooters of all times, and SIGALA is one of the best three-part melody writers of all times. Now, what does that even mean? Well, I'm going to be showing you more examples. I think it's 4 examples actually in this video. But to quickly show you before I jump in, SIGALA links 3 notes together in different sections of his melody. So in the song Just Got Paid, it sounds like this. So that's the first part of the melody, and he's using 3 notes here. And then in the second part of the melody, he goes up and plays 3 different notes. And when you have these 3 notes and you add some unique rhythmic patterns, it turns into very catchy melodies. And SIGALA uses the law of 3 over and over and over again. So as you watch through this entire video, you're going to realize that you can use the law of 3 in your melody composition as well. So with all that being said, I'm very excited to present this to you. This has never been covered on YouTube. I haven't found it anywhere. So tune in because you're in for a treat. And with that being said, let's get to work. I want to quickly announce that I'm giving away a free piano lesson. So if you are interested in working with me one-on-one, comment down below piano mastery, and I select one winner from the comments every week. Additionally, if you're a music producer, check out the free MIDI packs down below. I have a SIGALA, chord progression pack, Avicii, Elenium, and I'm adding more and more as time goes on. So with that being said, let's jump into the piano. I'm going to have my iPhone above it so that we can see my hands, and I'm going to show you guys all the tricks that SIGALA is doing in his music. So let's get on the piano and get started. All right, so the first melody we're going to be going over is from the song Just Got Paid, and it sounds like this. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on here, so let's break it down melody piece by melody piece. So the first part of it is just the melody by itself. We're playing the 6-5-1. So what we're doing here is we're basically creating melody starters out of this melody right here. So whatever key that you're in, if you know the notes, the 6, the 5, and the 1. So he's basically playing a rhythmic pattern. So 6-5, 6-6, 5-5, 1-6, right? And then what he's doing is he's playing 3 different notes, or he's playing just 3 other notes in combination with each other up higher on the piano, or up higher in his DAW, whatever he's using. So he takes these 3 notes, and then he jumps to a new set of 3 notes. Right here, the 2, 3, 5. So again, he's using the law of 3 right here, saying that, okay, 3 notes at a time, 3 notes at a time, 3 notes at a time. So he's playing. So you guys can mess around with the 2-3-5. This is a really popular melody starter that Kygo, Avicii, SIGALA, and a lot of the top guys are using. So here we go. And then he goes back to his original melody. So what he's doing is the melody's really broken down into, a couple different parts here. He's then going back to the 6-5-1. And then he goes down. Plays the 2-3-5 lower down the octave. So you have a couple of things going on here. First of all, you have a call and response melody. So he's basically playing. And the melody's not exactly the way I'm playing it, but it's pretty close. So what he's doing is he's playing the same thing, plays up here once, he plays the same thing, plays down here once, pretty much the same thing as up here. There's a couple different rhythmic variations, but for what we're doing right here, it doesn't really matter that much. He's using 2 different tactics. He's doing call and response. So he's playing, plays here, he has the call, back here, response. And he's also messing around with octaves. So he's playing an octave up here, and he's basically playing the same thing an octave down here. So he's really going up and down the keyboard, right? So when we're constructing melodies, something we could take away from this, let's say we want to derive from this melody, we can play something like this. Something like that, you know what I mean? So basically something that you're playing around with these notes with your fingers on the piano, and you're playing with these melody starters, the 6-5-1 and the 2-3-5, and you're going up and then you're going down, right? So then eventually, when you're composing stuff, you'll just get ideas that come to you that were derived from what we're playing here. So that's just the first melody from Just Got Paid. And then the next one is from Sigala's song Feels Like Home. And it sounds like this. So here we go. Whoops. So it's pretty similar. This time, Sigala, instead of the last one, if we played it with that call and response and octave jumping from the last melody, it'd sound like this. But instead, he's not doing that. He's just keeping it simple in the same range. So let's break down what's going on here step by step in this melody. So the first part about it, we have the 5-3-5-6-3. So he's using these three notes right here. Or down here. So. Right, and you see guys, I'm just writing stuff from this melody starter. It's getting me going. It's giving me some inspiration. And then what he does is he goes to the 2-1-3. So he uses these three notes. He then goes to these three notes. And notice it's like A, B, A, and then like B, A, A1, B1, A1, and then like a B2, something pretty similar. That's pretty much the same structure Avicii used, Sigala used, and Kygo, a lot of these guys use the melodic, dance music producers are using that. But anyway, all he's doing, guys, and this is something for you at home, he's using these two melody starters, or these three notes at least. He's combining these three notes for the first part, and then three new notes for the second part, and then three new notes, and then three new notes again, right? So this is a takeaway that we could take away from here, right? And you could go home and be like, all right, 5-3-6. Oh, I have these three notes right here. Let me mess around with them. So. That's why writing on the piano is just the best way to write melodies, right? Because you can't just beat this natural interaction with your hands. And again, we're just messing around, playing with a couple different notes, playing with some different rhythms. So that Feels Like Home. So that one, he used a couple different melody starters. And the next melody, we're actually going to go into a small part of the song Lullaby, where it's during the drop and it goes. All right, so I just want to show you this melody starter real quick. It's a replica one that we've used in the past, the 2-3-5, and then the 5-6-8. So what Sigala does here is he has a rising melody that goes, it slowly goes. So let's say you're creating a melody and you're ascending and you want the melody to go up. Well, you can either go up like this, you can just play notes. Or you can use these, three notes pieced together, like the three different notes. So he's using a 2-3-5 melody starter, and then he's using a 5-6-8. Again, Kygo, Avicii, all of these guys. Even in the past, guys, this is nothing that was invented. This is something that's been around going on for years and years and centuries, right? Decades. So what can we take away from this, right? So, okay, we have these two melody starters. They're really cool, Niko. Well, how about we think about it like this? Let's just mess around with the, So instead of just going up and gliding up, we do this. So I'm playing 3-2-5 and then 6-5-8. Or I can go. Right, there's different combinations, and this is just experimentation, guys. This is for you at home to sit on your piano with your hand. And again, it's nothing complicated. We're playing all the white keys. I'm keeping it simple. And one of my favorite things to do is I actually use these triplets to, I don't know where, I think I just came up with this. I'll take credit for this one 100%. I'm basically using the law of three to arpeggiate that down, but I'll have another video on that piano solo. But anyway, that's another one for you guys to use. And then the last song is from Brighter Days, and it sounds something like this. So he's using a minor chord here. So he's playing the 6, the 1, and the 3. So he's basically playing a minor chord along with these different chord progressions down here, and he's just breaking it out. He's basically using what I call a back and forth arp. So this is in Brighter Days. This is during one of the drops. I believe it's like dun 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 dun, like. So he's using these 3 notes, guys, and then what he does, and this is the crazy part, just seeing this stuff on the piano and breaking it down. He goes from these 3 notes right here and then squeezes them together. So his melody is a little bit more open, and then he closes his melody. So this is another melody writing trick. You have an open and then close. So you're writing notes out here. Notice what I just did right there. I was playing a little melody out here, and then I closed it. So what Sigala is doing is even more tight and congested. It's like, and he's using 1, 1, 2, and 7. Right, so that's what Sigala is doing, right? These are all different small, minute things that you probably would never be able to find unless you really deep dive nose head first into what's going on. And these are tactics, again, guys, that you see what I'm doing here. It's not that challenging, and you could find ways to derive from them, and that's the way it is done. As you guys are listening and seeing all this for your own eyes, you're like, damn, like Avicii and Kygo sounds pretty damn similar. And yes, it does. And there's nothing wrong with that. They are still creative geniuses. They came up with great melodies, everything like that. But as Sir Isaac Newton said, if we're standing anywhere, we're standing on the shoulders of giants. The quote is something along the lines of that. And the point I'm saying is that if you're doing something well in life, you're probably not the first one that did it, and that you're modeling off of someone else. Tony Robbins also talks a lot about this a lot in his book, that you should model off of people that you'd like to become. So if you want to become a great producer, why not investigate what the winners are doing? Success leaves clues, guys. So with all that being said, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some value out of it. If you did like it, comment, subscribe down below, hit the notifications bell, and let me know what else you guys want to learn. Let me know if there's other songs. I might do some Martin Garrix, some other types of melody composition breakdowns. But if there's little strategies in here that as you continue to get them and can get them, it adds up. And eventually, with time, you'll become a phenomenal songwriter, and your music will definitely stand out. So anyway, again, if you want to work with me one-on-one for free, comment down below Piano Master. I'll give you a free piano lesson. We'll go into whatever song you want to go into. I'm more than happy to do it. And with all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.